Right now on GMK, a multi-county chase ends in a crash and arrest. Hardin County people living in Hardin County are going to tell us about the alarming moments before the suspect was caught in a cornfield. And candidates for Indiana governor spar for a final time before Election Day. The gun reform views of one controversial running mate that caused some tension on the debate stage. A very good Friday morning to you, Kentuckiana. You made it. We're glad you're joining us here at 6 a.m. I'm Grace McKenna. Eric's got the day off today, and Sam does too. So we have meteorologist Matt Breland filling in here on GMK. Matt.
Good morning, Grace. Yeah, we made it. Oh, thank goodness. We have finally made it to Friday. It's going to be a nice Friday, too. We do have a cool start out there. Temperatures are ranging in those lower 50s. So as you step outside the door this morning, it is going to be a bit cooler, but it's going to be one of those days where you leave with the jacket, but you're going to be wanting to be in shorts and a t-shirt later on. We're expecting warmer temperatures to head our direction into the afternoon, but so far we do have winds still staying out of the south. Still cooler this morning for the rest of us. 55 Paoli, 52 Louisville, 42 Shepherdsville, 49 near Elizabethtown. As we head into the next 12 hours, you can expect those temperatures to gradually increase. We're going to be in the lower 70s as we head into the afternoon time. We're also tracking the small possibility for just a quick, brief, isolated shower that could be passing through. And then as we head further on into the evening, that's whenever those temperatures will be making their way into the lower 80s, closer towards 4 p.m. The rest of us will be seeing the lower 80s. Southern Indiana more likely into those upper 70s. Winds staying out of the southwest at 10 miles per hour. But here's what you can expect as we head into the upcoming days. As I mentioned, small, tiny shower possible today, but the weekend really looking beautiful, quiet and mild. Easing our way further into the morning time, still staying mostly sunny, a few passing clouds, and as I mentioned, a quick, brief, isolated shower could also develop as we head into our Friday afternoon. Here's a look at things traffic-wise, though. We are all green across the map. No holdups, no delays. No matter where you're headed, it is smooth sailing out there. And that's a quick look at traffic. Grace?
Matt, thank you. This morning, a man is in custody in Hardin County after leading Kentucky State troopers on a multi-county chase. It all started as a car chase near Bowling Green. It continued north on I-65 into Hardin County before police say the man crashed his car in Glendale near the new Blue Oval SK battery plant. He then took off on foot before surrendering 3 hours later. WHAS11's Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Aspen Hester report from Hardin County.
I ran into a few concerned about the situation in Glendale, but not enough to shut the town down. People were still out getting their Thursday dinners, and business continued as usual, just a few miles away from the search area. The small town of Glendale busy with traffic. Big trucks off the interstate passing through. I-65 was closed as Kentucky State Police and others hunted for a man called Armed and Dangerous.
I kind of felt like it was all contained.
It all started with a traffic stop in Bowling Green where state police say a man wearing black clothing fled in a vehicle traveling north. That man wrecking around Glendale, then running off into cornfields. People out and about 2 miles away from the search area, while Kentucky State Police warned people the suspect was armed.
Like most of us, we kind of keep ourselves safe. We got measures around to keep ourselves safe. So, yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
Battery plant Blue Oval right at the interstate put their campus in lockdown while the search continued. The Whistle Stop restaurant in Glendale staying open, watching for more information to come in.
Had a couple of the servers a little concerned about it, just due to the fact that social media had a big play on everybody finding out.
Until the suspect was arrested.
Looks like they actually just found him.
Did they?
Great relief in Glendale. Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 on your side.
As of now, police have not released the name of the man arrested, but if he has been medically cleared, we do expect him in court this morning. We'll bring you more information as we get it. Happening today, the father and son charged in the death of Crystal Rogers are expected in court. Steve and Joseph Lawson are each charged with conspiracy to commit murder and tampering with physical evidence in the case of the Bardstown mother. We expect Steve Lawson's attorneys to have an update today about whether or not they have received all the necessary documents from his former attorney, Ted Lavitt, who Lawson fired in August. Just a few weeks ago, attorneys accused Lavitt of withholding files. If he hasn't provided the documents, he would need to attend today's hearing to provide an explanation to the judge. There will be no hearings today in the federal retrial of former LMPD detective Brett Hankison. Yesterday, 2 Metro police officers who were there during the raid on Breonna Taylor's home in 2020 took the stand. LMPD Sergeant Brandon Hogan was one of the last witnesses called up by the prosecution. He responded to the scene after Taylor was shot and said he didn't see how an officer could have fired into the building given the circumstances. The defense then called LMPD Detective Mike Nobles, who used a battering ram to break open Taylor's front door. Nobles told prosecutors he would not have fired the shots Hankison did. Court picks back up Monday with Hankison himself set to testify. The case is expected to go to the jury sometime next week. With just 11 days until the general election, the candidates for Indiana governor faced off for a final debate. Current Indiana Senator Republican Mike Braun is up against educator and former Republican Superintendent Jennifer McCormick, who is running as a Democrat. Libertarian Donald Rainwater is also in the race. Last night's debate covered a wide variety of topics, including abortion access, education, and gun reform. During a discussion on the state's red flag law, Rainwater said he was against the measure, while McCormick used it as an opportunity to attack Braun's running mate, Micah Beckwith.
This goes back to the Beckwith-Braun ticket being so extreme. Micah Beckwith is one heartbeat away from that office, and we should all be paying attention. He has called for the red flag law to go away. I've had to use the red flag law as a local administrator to save lives in a school.
Beckwith has gotten some criticism during this election cycle. He's known as a podcaster with far-right views specifically on abortion, gender, and sexuality. Braun criticized McCormick's attacks on his running mate.
She constantly defaults to something other than what we're talking about, who's going to be leading the state. And my record on all these issues are clear.
In their final statements, Braun highlighted his business experience and track record as a senator. McCormick called herself the common sense and balanced candidate. Rainwater characterized himself as an average Hoosier hoping to help his state. Early voting is open now in Indiana. Here in Kentucky, 40th District candidate Neimal Kulkarni will officially appear on the ballot. The state Supreme Court just unanimously denied a petition to disqualify the representative from re-election. It stemmed from claims made by her challenger in the Democratic primary, saying Kulkarni improperly filed campaign paperwork. She is running unopposed. And a reminder that excused in-person early voting is happening now in Kentucky, and no excuse early voting begins next Thursday, the 31st. Our election guide has everything you need to know, from polling locations to what you can expect on your ballot. It is up right now on the WHAS11.com homepage. Coming over to our special guest, meteorologist Matt Breland.
Hey, special guest. I love that title. All right, well, one thing you should know weather-wise today is that our temperatures are going to be warming up into those lower 80s. It feels cool right now, but we are going to be feeling almost like summertime. As we get closer to that 4 p.m. hour, there also could be a very brief passing shower just as we head into the afternoon time. More details coming up here in just a few short minutes.